Hello everyone, and welcome to a StoreMagic Quick Guide video. I'm Lee Ferguson, a technical systems engineer from the technical services team. Today I'm going to give you a quick rundown on how to deploy our StoreMagic SvSAN plugin VM. This plugin enables us to take advantage of deployment of SvSAN appliances, management of shared data stores, a non-disruptive smart upgrade of SvSAN VSAs and witness appliances, and a dashboard overview, providing us with a central management interface tightly integrated with VMware's vCenter. With this, we have the potential to manage thousands of remote clusters, such as one of our existing use cases of 6,500 two-node SvSAN vSphere clusters in multiple retail locations. The SvSAN plugin VM runs our plugin web services on a standard customer-managed Linux distribution that StoreMagic supplies as an OVA. In order to gain access to this OVA, you'll need to go to our support portal at support.storemagic.com and sign in at the top right corner where you'll have a sign in button. You will need to use your email and password to sign into your account. If you do not have an account with us, you can sign up. From here, we will click Downloads and click on SvSAN. We will want to choose the VCSA plugin VM OVA. After reading through our requirements and information, we can accept the license agreement and click the download link below. This will download our plugin OVA in the form of a zip file. We will have to extract the contents of the zip file in order to access our OVA. In this scenario, I'll be deploying the plugin in the same cluster as my vCenter server appliance. Once deployed, this is registered with vCenter using a one-time registration script via standard certificate exchange and displays as a VMware certified plugin in the administration view. In order to deploy our OVA, we'll need to right-click on our cluster and select Deploy OVA Template. Select Local Files, browse to our downloaded OVA file, and select it. We'll click Next, and we'll give our VM a name. In this case, we're going to call it LF Plugin. I'll keep it in my VM folders, and click Next. Here we'll typically select a compute resource. Any will do for me in this case. So I'll click Next, and we'll just wait. We'll confirm our selection by clicking Next. We agree to the licensing details and hit Next again. Select your storage. So in this case, I'm going to select the NVMe storage, this one, and hit Next. And here we'll select our management LAN interface. Hit Next. And now here's where we'll enter the details for our plugin VM. So I'm going to give it an administrator username of just administrator. We'll put in a password for it. This is so we can access the console. Here we can enter the host name of the VM. I must mention that hyphens are allowed with host names, but underscores are not allowed. After this, we'll enter the search domain and the DNS server. You can also use comma separated values there if you have multiple DNSs. Enter the default gateway. We don't need to use the NTP. I'm going to disable DHCP because we're going to give it a static IP. And I've assigned it an IP of 19. And then we'll need, in this case, when it comes to subnet, you have to give it a prefix and not the subnet mask. So in this case, we'll type 24. And we'll confirm with finish. And that is deploying our VM now. While we're waiting, I will show you that the VM must have a valid DNS entry. So I'm just going to demonstrate, this is our DNS server. I'll search for my own entries, and here is my LF plugin with 19 as the IP address. It's good to go. So please make sure you have a valid DNS server entry. While we're waiting for our plugin to deploy, we should go to the vCenter Server Management Console by going to our vCenter's FQDN with :5480 at the end. Go to the Access section and hit the edit button in the top right to enable SSH access to our vCenter server appliance. Now that our plugin is deployed and powered on, we're going to open PuTTY. We're going to SSH into the plugin VM. We're going to log in with our administrator account that we set up earlier and the password. What we're going to do here is we're going to ping the VCSA via its FQDN to make sure it's resolvable in DNS and that our plugin VM can see the VCSA as well. So just doing a ping by the host name. We have a response, so that's good. So next I will create a new session and I'm going to log into the VCSA now. We'll log in as root. I'm going to enter the password. Give it a second. Okay, now I just need to enable bash. And now I'm going to ping the plugin VM. So it's getting a response, but I do need to ping the plugin VM via its FQDN as well. So we'll ping by its FQDN. We'll type in the plugin's FQDN here. And we're getting a response. So it is resolvable in DNS. So that proves to us that DNS is working and both the plugin VM and the VCSA can speak to each other. Now we're ready to run a registration script. So in the SSH session of our plugin VM, we're going to run the registration command. So we'll start with sudo /opt/storemagic/SvSAN/bin and then configure plugin.sh -o register -v, and then we're going to enter our vCenter's FQDN here, following with -u, and this is where we'll enter our administrator account for our vCenter, and then -p- at the end. The reason for -p with a dash at the end is that we can enter our vCenter credentials as a string value instead of in the command. It saves us having to put backslashes in for bash commands. So we can just enter it as a simple string value. And also because we're using PuTTY, we can also paste in our password, which can make things a bit easier for ourselves. So I've confirmed that, and our registration script is running now. While that's running, I'm just going to clean up here, just get rid of that. We'll go to our VCSA. I'm going to, no, I've gone to the wrong page. Need to go to inventory. There we go. And if we come back and just confirm, yes, it's confirmed. And you can see now the VCSA has received the registration command, has downloaded the plugin and installed it. So we need to refresh the browser. And from here in the VCSA level or layer of the vCenter, we can see here the StoreMagic plugin is deployed. It's under the configure tab. So we can see there's the tabs for that. As well as our data center layer, we can click our configure tab and you'll see StoreMagic plugin there for management. And we can see the version number, manage our VSAs, or manage our storage and settings. Everything is functioning as expected. I hope you found this video useful. If you require further information, we have a wealth of knowledge base articles in our support portal at support.storemagic.com. Or if you have any queries or further questions, you can contact our support team as well through the same support portal. And thanks for watching.